Hey guys, I'm RiggyRob, and welcome back to 13 Sentinels. So, last time we delved quite a bit into Megumi Yakushiji, up until this point where we have to complete the Juro Karabe event. Then we went into doing some more of the battles, and then we actually hit a point where we had to stop because we had to make sure we did Keitaro Miura's prologue. And in the prologue, we discovered that he has a younger sister called Chihiro. And that Chihiro is Chihiro Morimura. So, as you can imagine, Chihiro Morimura is Ms. Morimura, and the woman who looks like Ms. Morimura is Ayori Fuyusaka, according to the dreams that we've had. So I'd suppose this hasn't been actually definitively confirmed that Chihiro Morimura and Ayori Fuyusaka are the same person, and this is just three different iterations of the same person, but we don't know. We also found out that Tamao is in 1945. They know the Minami family because Minami got time traveled back to 1945, and then Karabe is obviously the grandmother, so it's very possible that Minami, the grandmother, is also Minami, the child. So yeah, it's going to get very confusing, and I think what I'll do is at the start of next session, we'll go through all of the main characters and see what are the updates on their files and what do we know about them, because it's going to get very confusing very quickly. Now, speaking of destruction, I haven't done anything else with Ashitaba Battle City. I do still need to do this one. I've just realized that you can see the star symbol to say whether you've done the bonus objective or not. I will go ahead and do this for next time. Now, this battle number 8, it's saying that there's a horde of ground worker kaiju, and we needed Takamiya on the strike team. So I think we had a brain overload issue, potentially, with Miura being on the strike team last time, and I had to reset it. But we're going to leave that for now because we are 36% of the way through destruction. I don't actually know how we complete this game. Like, do you need to get 100% on all three aspects? So destruction, remembrance, analysis? Or can you just leave it as, 100% on destruction and you forget about the rest? I don't know. But yeah, so we'll see. So, seeing as it was the last thing we found out, Chihiro Morimura was found in the future for the battle, that is the final battle, oh actually, it's not the final battle, it's the Ashitaba wave. Let's carry on going through Keitaro Miura, because all we did last time was the prologue. Keitaro Miura. And yes, we still need to unlock Shinonome and Okino as protagonists. 1985, clear skies, monitoring the Sentinel from Keida River. Sunset, Keida River riverbed,
no
1985.
matter where I am, at least the sunset is always the same.
Alright. Gaze.
You can hardly see any stars in this era. Though I have to say, the city lights are a sight to behold.
Yeah, we also have to figure out when people
this place
are.
isn't too crowded.
Which time period they're from.
Gives me room to hang around and think for a bit. Better take advantage of that.
Ooh.
Nothing's changed today either.
So let's see, what can we consider? The stuffed rabbit.
Our mother's terrible at sewing.
Oh yeah, we've seen that. American weapons.
They came ashore during the air raid. They're enormous. Must be over 30 meters tall. Instead of wheels, they move on long leg-like appendages. Quite a terrifying sight. Like something out of hell.
Building under construction. Is this Shikishima?
It hasn't gone anywhere.
No, it can't be.
It's still there, hiding behind all those elaborate curtains. That's Sentinel. It's what brought me here.
Ah, interesting. Sentinel.
Why were just the Sentinel and I brought here? That thing is beyond me. I'm no expert, but I know it's capable of some extraordinary feats. Time travel, though. Could the Sentinel possess an ability like that?
I don't know if it is technically the Sentinel. Time travel.
Before the war, my uncle gave me a sci-fi novel. A story about traveling through time to the future. It only ever felt like a far-off fantasy. But on that day, at that moment, that fantasy became a reality.
Ooh, that's not right now, because wow, there is a lot of stuff here. Okay, yeah, we have plenty of key thoughts that we need to do. This is the most deviations from a single point that I've ever seen, and I suppose it's because time travel involves 1985, 1945, Minami, Goto, Minami, and Chihiro, and then an unknown one as well. Okay, well, alright, let's do this one. Remember, because there's so many branches on this one, it's interesting where to go. Burning City Grounds, 1945. So this is the aftermath of the air raid.
All out of flying bombs. Electromagnetic rounds are offline. Outputs dropped by 50% in both electromagnetic battering rams. There are just too many of them. But I'm not about to just sit here and die. I still have 2 minutes before I hit my operating limit. Might as well give it everything I got.
Is this the effect of the brain overload? Because he's got the scar in his head.
What the hell?
Ah, it's the time travel. The event that brought them to 1985. Okay, so how did they explain this away? Oh, it's on the riverbed, that's why.
Where's the enemy? Did I lose?
Oh, well, here we are.
It reached its operating limit.
Okay, so the Sentinel has a limit, not
Where
just the
am
pilot.
The air raid. Everything was just on fire. All these giant towers with glass windows? What the hell's going on? The last thing I remember is being surrounded by those new American weapons and... No, it can't be.
American City has been added to the thought cloud.
I've heard about major US cities. These high-rise buildings are common. Was I captured? And they got my Sentinel too? They must have done it when I lost consciousness. Brought me to the mainland as their... No, wait. If the Sentinel just reached its operating limit, then not very much time could have passed.
Observe.
But this view says otherwise. It's not my homeland. Somehow, I ended up on US soil.
Yeah, certainly looks like that, doesn't it?
If that's the case, fine. I guess this is where I'll die. But I'm not going down without a fight. I'll face the enemy, even without my Sentinel. The Sentinel. This is bad. The Sentinels are top secret. It can't fall into enemy hands.
And I'm sure that whenever someone comes across him, they'll be like, dude, the war ended 40 years ago.
I can't move the Sentinel now since it hit its operating limit. Considering everything it's been through already, I can't expect it to perform at full capacity.
Alright, use it on the Sentinel.
The enemy cannot get their hands on the Sentinel. That's the kind of issue that becomes a national crisis. But what can I do? I can't activate now, let alone initiate self-destruct. I need to slow down and think things over. I should probably go lie low until the Sentinel recovers. But not because I'm afraid. My country. My little sister.
Yeah, the self-justification of, I'm not a coward, I'm just hiding because I need to.
I'd give my life for them at the drop of a hat. But I have to be smart right now. And that means waiting for the Sentinel to be up and running.
Alright, well, let's leave
Now that I
it.
have a plan, I'd better move fast. I should get out of here before American soldiers show up. I'll stay out of sight until it's the right time to move.
I'm just waiting for him to run past someone and overhear them speaking Japanese. Because you'll be able to tell whether a soldier is a soldier or a civilian.
Everyone here appears to be Japanese. But something's off. These signs show both kanji and the English alphabet. Ashitaba Printing, Ashitaba Bank. Why are they named after my hometown?
Did we win the
You want
war?
to stop by the arcade?
Sure, the one at Sun Mall?
Nah, the one at Joyland. Let's go try out those big new Sega machines that came in.
In-game, out-of-universe advertising. Wow. Because you'll not hear them say, "Oh yeah, did you play that new Atlas game? Oh, I'm really looking towards what Vanillaware are going to do next." No, the publisher gets the plaudits.
I have no idea what they're talking about,
Yeah, Sega. What's that?
but their language doesn't sound foreign to me.
Did you see him in last night's episode? Yeah. Oh, he's so amazing. Right? I watch everything he's in.
Female students.
Oh, women?
Though that's quite a bit of exposed leg.
Mm-hmm.
It almost seems like a different dialect, but it's definitely Japanese.
Yeah, and everyone's looking at you like you're the weirdo. Is that it? Okay. Da-da-da. Yeah, I can't run here. I'm just walking, pacing back and forth.
So many cars. Where in the world am I? This isn't America. It looks like Japan, but everything seems off. This is all just a terrible dream.
So this is interesting, because this is actually the first time we've had someone be out of time and actually see them experiencing it. Because Hijiyama got transported as well, but we didn't actually see the acclimatization period, because it just jumps to 6 months later.
Right? Right. It's nothing to worry about, just my brain acting up. That's why my surroundings appear to be different. We knew what the risks were going in as Sentinel pilots. Professor Doji made it all very clear to us. That's right. This has happened before. I experienced a similar illusion during the Sentinel sync test.
Oh, hey, Obaguchi and Ogata.
He's wearing a boy's school uniform, but appears to have a girl's haircut.
The hell you looking at?
This one has a particularly strange hairstyle.
Oh, he's saying it out loud, not even in the thought cloud.
Hey, you trying to get your ass kicked?
It looks like I've finally gone crazy.
You want to see crazy?
Hey, stop!
Okay, that was just totally uncalled for, Ogata. Oh, okay. Sure.
Where am I? What is this room? Hold on, I think I remember. Some guy with weird hair hit me with his bag. This doesn't look like a detention facility. Either I'm still seeing things, or someone removed me from the Sentinel. Whoever it was brought me to some kind of lab.
Examine.
A box-shaped Technicolor projection device. The Sentinel has its own spatial projector as well, but that's highly confidential military technology. It's about baseball. I'm not in a military base, am I? It's a calendar. 1985? It's all in my head. It's just an illusion.
Yeah, just ignore the thing that's right in front of you.
Foreign phonograph records. Takatoshi-san used to let me listen to his. Why are there so many records here? There are way more than I saw at the Hijiyamas.
What else can we examine? Is that it? Seems like... Oh, here we go.
Math, modern Japanese, lots of textbooks lined up here. Japanese history. So I really am still in Japan then.
Yeah, history book, consider.
This can't be right. 1945. The year of Japan's unconditional surrender. Surrender? We lost the war? 1945. That's this year. August 6th. Atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. 140,000 killed. 3 days later, second bomb dropped on Nagasaki. 70,000 killed. All from just 2 new American bombs. What is this book? 1951. U.S.-Japan Security Treaty signed. 1964. Tokyo Olympics? How far does this go?
Up to 1985, funnily enough.
Wait. What did that calendar say?
Examine again.
1985. It has to be fake. When was this printed? It says here...
It would have said 1985.
1985. Could it really be?
Oh, hey, Yamaguchi.
You okay? Here.
It's so cold.
That's all that was in the fridge.
Wow.
Not a big fan of soda, I take it?
Some kind of carbonated beverage? I had ramen once at a festival in Tsutsuji, but I was just a kid.
Alright, consider 1985.
1985. Am I still in Japan? But in the future?
There you go, he's putting it all together.
Who are you?
I'm Shu Amiguchi, and we're at my apartment in Kamazumi.
Keitaro Miura. So, how did I get here?
I called a taxi and brought you over after you got knocked out.
Yeah, I didn't think about getting an ambulance or anything.
So you helped me?
Guilty. You know, you really pushed Ogata over the edge. He was already pissed from being chewed out. If he gets in trouble one more time, he's getting suspended. Be real nice if you two could work things out peacefully.
I need to know one thing. What year is it?
What?
Yeah, you have to think about the context from Amiguchi's side, where someone asking you what the year is, you'd be like, it's 1985. Although, when it's at the start of a new year, you could be forgiven for going, oh yeah, it is the new year. It is 2025. It's not 2024 anymore.
Afraid you got knocked into a coma for the last few years? Relax, you didn't get hit that hard. It's still 1985, all right? You haven't missed a day.
To be continued. Alright, so 2 mystery files obtained and 2 updated. Alright. Japan, 40 years later. Okay, so let's have a look, see where are the ones that have been updated and where the new ones. Riverbed. Keida River's riverbed, where you can get a good view of Kasumicho. Not many people come here because of the substantial elevation difference from the metropolitan area. 1940s. The city is aflame due to the Kaiju attacks. The 1940s is a turbulent era of World War II, a major war which involved numerous powerful nations and marked a turning point for technology and ideology. It's also a period where Japan transitioned from militarism to pacifism. Alright, so it says 2 obtained, so I'm assuming again that they are always locked when you obtain them. Because what's the new stuff? It would probably be... let's see... Bankara, maybe? Oh no, Japanese history book is definitely one, so yeah, it's a bit strange that you can't really keep track of what the new thing that you obtained is, because it's in red by default, but... Oh well. Alright, let's go ahead, make a save. This one. There we go. Right, so... how should we play this? Oh yes, by the way, I believe I've heard something say that these are in chronological order. And by that it means reverse chronological order. So 2187 is the furthest into the future at this point, I would imagine. Because the final countdown is 2104. So this is the most... yeah, the beginning. So this is 1985, the final battle begins. So we don't know what started everything yet, and there's quite a few events in between. And this is the furthest into the future because, yeah. See, this is where it gets a bit weird, because Miura is definitely from 1945, because he's had such a culture shock from being transported into the future 40 years. So now I'm trying to think where Minami is from. Because if we go to Minami's file, yeah, it doesn't actually say where she's from, which it does for some other people. So, yeah, not Juro. not definitely not Euro. So Megumi is from 2025. So that's like a confirmed you are from this time period thing. But we get this one for Miura, 1945 to 1985. Oh, the same for these two. Okay, so these are both from 1944 to 1945. Then Shu, again, is also called Idukun. And then Okino. So actually, Okino must be the furthest into the future. Because he's the one who designed the Sentinels. And then he's gone back in time to try and, give it to people. Let's see. So in that case, where is Okino? Oh, we don't have any events where Okino is included. That's kind of strange. Well, let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Am I? Where's Okino? Like, hang on. Because that's the most important thing to have, is Okino. So again, so Kurabe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Definitely in the list, but not here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Huh. So I guess the way to test this is to find out whether we can choose Shinonome. No, we can't. Okay, so I guess Okino is just not available to us because everything involving him would be so far into the future. This one. Oh, that's what it is. We don't have a confirmation that they've actually been in the event. Fuyusaka had the dream, but she doesn't know who those people in the dream are. And this one doesn't make sense either, really, because you got Miura and Minami. So Minami would be an appearance, but it's Miura's event. Okay, this is a good bit. Bit confusing, but whatever. We'll roll with it. Like I said, at the start of next session, we'll do like a full thing of recapping where people are and what's gone on. Okay, so I think the next thing to aim for would be to get everyone up to where their next story event is locked. And then see where we go from there, from battles and so on. So let's see. In terms of, I mean, we've got the next thing, so we can kind of go down each of the different avenues, assuming we unlock the next Thought Cloud keyword. But alright, let's try Miura again. Keitaro Miura. So yeah, same thing. So now, time travel again?
Before the war, my uncle gave me a sci-fi novel. A story about traveling through time to the future. It only ever felt like a far-off fantasy. To think it ever become a reality.
Yeah, this is the other thing, is that one of the things we tried to do with Kurabe was to go in through the cafeteria event again, but once you know something, it seems like it auto-updates what the character knows about as well. Sentinel?
Why were just the Sentinel and...
And stop rabbit. Alright, American weapons.
I checked the library for any records of such a weapon. But in all of history, nothing like it has ever existed. Not in the US, not anywhere. What was that thing?
And in this case, you can't necessarily jump to all of the different events. I suppose that's what the event archive is for, actually, is if you wanted to go through the Battle in 1945 events again, you can go through it that way. But I don't know why you do that. Anyway, consider 1985.
I don't care that we lost. I'm proud my country could rebuild after what happened. But I won't accept this future. Now that I know we lose the war, that's all the more reason to go back.
And change history.
I'll bring the Sentinel with me. And I'll change history. It's my duty to fight and protect the people. I have to save as many of them as I can. But what if it's impossible for me to go back? What if I'm trapped here? Chihiro. Alright, that's enough. Get it together. Don't get discouraged. You will make it back, no matter what it takes. I wonder, what if I never actually traveled through time? It's possible that space-time here is warped somehow, but it could just be a local effect.
Yeah, that'd be very convenient.
I should try heading toward the school. Maybe time is flowing normally over there.
Go to Sakura High School. Yeah, just living in denial. He would have noticed everything along the way here being different. So, for you, Sakura and Sawatari.
Slow down, Iori-chan.
Female students. Looks like the school's still here.
Alright, consider 1985 again.
Despite a catastrophic loss, Japan recovered quite well. It seems to have entered a prosperous new era. Almost too prosperous.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not sure about this.
Isn't that...
Minami!
Hey, hold on!
Miura-kun? Thank goodness.
What are you doing here?
You're Natsuno Minami, right? The one I met at the shrine. What are you doing here?
I've gotta say, you had me pretty worried. I had no idea where you went.
I can't believe you're here too.
I couldn't find you anywhere. I thought you got snatched up and hauled off to Area 51. But anyway, what have you been up to?
Wait, first,
Where have you been?
a kind student's been letting me stay at his place.
He's referring to Amiguchi, not to Karabe.
Aside from that, I've been sleeping outdoors.
Outdoors?
And then this is why Minami says, sleep with Karabe's, you know, in the Karabe house.
Natsuno-san, get it together, Keitaro. She certainly is quite... Yes, I admit she's bright, cheerful, attractive.
Look at those legs!
But right now, I have more urgent matters to tend to.
Hang on. This is my mess, so I have to figure out how to clean it up. But then again... I can't really bring a boy into the house. Oh yeah! Granny Tamao went on a trip, so Jiro-kun should be the only one home. That house does have a lot of rooms.
Granny Tamao?
See, this is weird because Minari's referring to Tamao as the 1985 version, the grandma version, but she was with Tamao in 1945, so she should know the younger version too.
Sorry. Let me go grab my stuff really quick. I'll be right back, so just wait here. Then we'll head over to the Karabe's house.
Karabe?